So, drugged. Um, Many years, they essentially were poisoning me. They were drugging me. They were using a drug called Devil's Breath. And if you research this drug, you find it's very serious. That you can actually have people telling you to drain your bank accounts. You could, have someone say kill your mother. You know, do things that are really just not your nature. And for some, and maybe it's a different mindset. They're weaker or something. I'm not sure, but they tried to get me to do things, and from what I can tell, it hasn't worked because they're still trying to do it, and it's brutal. Like crawling home, and this is witnessed. So I'm not telling stories that aren't very provable. Everything that I'm saying right now is very provable, very real. And a story about me crawling home, um, and the girl, one of my neighbors, comes out and sees me, and she's like, "What is going on here?" And this is obviously one of the nights they used this drug on me. I have no memories of it, very vague, more the next day memories. But I was beaten. My pockets inside out, my clothing ripped, blood coming out of me all over, just really beaten. And, it was easy to see. Similar story was the first attempt on my life, William Blanchard. And he's sitting there for 3 days, and I'm like, why would you not call an ambulance, buddy? I'm waking up in blood, urine, shit. I was raped. I was beaten. I mean, I didn't even look the same. I mean, photos of me, I look like I was like beaten into my 80s or something. Very awful. And I'm 53, and I hold my age pretty good, I would say. But this drug did some very bad things, and so whatever it is they're doing, they filmed it this time too. And Rob Picard is not even his real name, of course he fakes Picard is, but everyone in that town, 70 Mile House, knows that he burnt the house down. And the reason they burnt it down is because they filmed stuff that they did to me there, and they're actually thinking of releasing this stuff. So, and that this is related to a case where I was hired to release a video on a website and didn't even see it. Well, this is Gino Yardanov's old partner and the wife, and they released a sex tape to incriminate, basically to set me up, and they were planning to have me killed. Now, this is real stuff. And Gino Yardanov also raped a 7-year-old girl. And this is real crimes. It can be looked up. He's in Bulgaria. Apparently, he was just back in Canada. It's April 17th. So I would say, last week maybe. Anyway, he is probably setting up to do more dirty stuff. He used to have cameras in all his grow ops, everyone he knew. His opinion on things is like he would get the most incriminating things on everyone. And then, of course, like he did, release his sex tapes to fuck his partner over. And it's really just disgusting stuff. I think at best for him, is, in his opinion, is he gets a kick out of it. So, me in the shower, me maybe masturbating, doing whatever they do to me when I'm drugged up, like I said, raped. And it's like gang stalking. Look that up. This is real too. And they did it. They isolated me to a point where I was all alone almost all the time. And the only time I would get out, they were spiking my alcohol and doing stuff, which I don't drink. I don't use drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do anything bad for me anymore. And it's mostly because alcohol really is the demon on your back. This is the only way they could have done this stuff to me in the first place. Jared Bacon was brought to my house to kill me. He was put on the same drug, Devil's Breath, or something. And it didn't work again with him. And the next day he would have come over and had coffee or something. And, this is his brother. This is a 36 brother, okay? Johnny, his other brother, was killed. And I saved his life by calling an ambulance, because when he didn't come by, I went to the RV to see. And he was like the weirdest thing. He's sitting there talking to himself, arguing even maybe, but making zero sense. So when he wouldn't answer the door, wouldn't come to the door, I said, "Oh, I gotta help this guy with an ambulance." I called the ambulance, and then I called the RCMP. The RCMP didn't touch the drugs. There was lots of stuff with his name on it. I said, "You know who he is, right?" The fact that he was even brought to my place suggested to me that I was going to be killed. So I wasn't letting him stay in my house. But Jimmy Yardnoff, Gino's kid, is the one who brought him. And then later he was staying at his place in Bridge Lake. Anyway, this is serious stuff. And the police are acting as if it's not serious. It's very serious. So I've had 2 attempts on my life now. He was brought to my house to kill me. This is a guy that's well known to be a killer. He got away with the killing. But the thing is, I'm not out to see the little levels of this going to jail or anything. But the police should definitely be interested in the fact that Gino, the child rapist, is also running all these guys. He ran the Scorpions, the Red Scorpions, all the gangs and stuff they talk about. Well, that was him running it. Anyway, he's trying to screw his partner to get things, and he's using people, anyone he can. He's filming people. He's a creep. I really think, at the end of this day, whatever they're doing was to hurt me, to harm me, and still, they're not stopping. So I'm trying to save my life. I'm going to the police. The RCMP seem to be corrupt. There's something wrong with this country. You can't get protection. Second attempt on my life, and I'm thinking of leaving the country again, as already happened. I went to the States to be kept safe there. And I've reached out to various people to be protected. It seems God is my protection. And I really think this is important to realize that all this that they did, and I still haven't lost my love. I love them all. I forgive everyone as well. I don't lose love. And this is the way to win a battle with everyone that's bad, is that if a bad person gets you to act in a bad way, then you lose the battle because you lose yourself. You win all battles with love and truth. And here's the truth. I'm telling the truth. And if I can get through all this in my life, and I did, I am going to survive it. And if you don't, we all die. And we all have to stand before God. Ultimate, this is the creator of everything. And stand before him and explain to him what you did. And I have some better answers to things than they do, I'm sure, because I love and forgive everyone. Now, to forgive someone who's in the act of raping you is a little different. And that's what these people are still out doing. They're still out there committing very serious crimes. And I'm asking the police, lawyers, and so forth to come forward and help me. Why is this not the case? I mean, this is 2 years attempts on my life. Very easy to prove. I have proof of all of it. I also have this to prove too. I'm happy. I'm still good. I'm going to always be happy. Even in the worst situations, I went into the night of dark souls. I discovered so much more about myself. Everything they threw at me to weaken me made me stronger. And my love is without conditions. I love everyone these days. This is true. And I also don't hide the truth. I see lies everywhere. I speak even louder. And this is what they wanted to do too. They wanted to make me quiet. And they're not going to get anything quiet out of me. No, I'm going to be louder now. Because my goal is to help people that also get put through this trauma. And this is real. There is a lot of people being attacked this way, and they need to know that they can get through it with love and truth. And that's really the big win here. Love and truth. I love ya. God bless.